All right, guys. We are here at the church. As you can tell, a lot of it is getting done. We got the carpet, and I'm not sure. Can you see that? So I don't know before, but that was the way out. So now the way out is going to be here. It's like a hallway. The exit sign up here, and then we come out that way. And there's a door. I don't know if you can see me on this side over here, but this is to the back door. I don't know, can you see my hand on the glass? I don't know. But now we're coming down to the very end. It's Thursday. I just painted this, but I got to get all the details in it. But you can kind of start seeing. This is where the drums are going to be. The drum's going to be right here. We still have to texture this wall tomorrow morning. And we'll get this prep the wall first and then texture it and paint it. Before we do, the last thing we can do is lay that carpet down. I mean, but you can still see I'm gonna do this tonight with the brush, but I was just getting the main parts with the roller. And it's coming together. See all that wood in the bottom? That's all the trim. And but Tomas and Abraham have really been putting a lot of work in, guys. And I was like, it's almost, I think it's 10:30, so I figured it's not gonna get a devotional, so I'm just gonna hit these spots and talk to you guys if that's okay with you. Let me show you this other side over here. So I was just painting this. Again, I was just blocking a lot of it with the roller, and then I'm gonna come in with the brush right now. See all these little stuff I couldn't hit with the roller. I got to be more careful, and that's probably what I'm gonna be doing right now in a second. But just wanted to show you guys kind of how it's coming together, and really happy with it. Me and Sharon picked this color. I never really liked this color that it was. We didn't realize when we bought it there was going to be almost have a reddish tint to it, but when you buy it, you buy it, because they make the custom color. But now that we had a chance to paint it, we wanted to change it up. So actually this color now matches the pews, because the pews are a real dark brown and it matched nothing else in here. But I think it looks really nice now. As you know, we have half chairs, well, maybe 3/4 chairs, but then in this corner we have pews over here. Let me show you. See those pews in that back corner? I mean, obviously it's a mess in here, guys, but you guys know that we've been working on this stuff. Well, Abraham and Tomas have been working on this stuff. I'm the one just painting, that's all. So now I gotta find, where did I put that little brush at? There it is. I guess you guys are wondering, like, how's he whispering and I can still hear him when he walks away from the camera? Movie magic. No, I have a little lapel mic. The carpet, we got blessed. Went to the carpet place, and they're called remnant carpets, like when somebody does a job and there's a part that's left. So we were able to get a discount. And that's always a blessing. So, but yeah, it's Thursday night for us. Friday morning for you guys. So it's coming down to the wire on getting this stage ready for Sunday service. But man, I can't believe the work that Tomas and Abraham did. Abraham has slept on his bed one night this week because, as you know, we live in Stockton, a city nearby. So Abraham's been staying with Brother Tomas so he can come here every day and just do work. And then Tomas goes off to his job. He has a 9 to 5. And then he immediately comes over here, you know. I mean, that's a lot of sacrifice that brother's doing, and I appreciate him so much. There's so much he has done for us over the years, you know. I just see some little spots here that the roller didn't get. So I might as well get them now before, now that I can see them. But it's funny, right? Because putting in work. So, I'm on the lapel mic. It's funny because that's an old saying back in the streets. I'm gonna go put in work, and now it's like putting in work at the church house, you know. But yeah, them guys, man, they've been at it since Sunday. As you guys know, on Sunday, I took off to go get Sharon in LA. And as soon as I left for service, they started breaking everything. They had to take all the stuff off, you know, the speakers, all the sound stuff. They had to take it off. And they've been going at it since Sunday. We didn't get back from LA until Tuesday night. And that's when we did the devotional, guys. Remember, we stopped by here real quick. And so it's a lot of progress when the pressure's on between Sundays. That's the thing I always tell people, like, man, it's hard doing construction at the church because, I mean, you don't have to have it done, you know, because people understand, but that's always the goal, is to get things done from Sunday to Sunday. You know, obviously we can't have pieces of wood everywhere, and so now Abraham's laughing. Why are you laughing? Oh yeah, you did start Friday, huh? Oh, because he started frame. Am mine's camera still? Oh. That's right. They actually came and made, what do they call the framing? But then for Sunday service, they left it out in the back. So then it was almost like just they had to piece it together once Sunday service was over with. So yeah, so they had a head start, a little bit, but it helped. You know, but you know, guys, you gotta always you use what you can. Like I said, God put it together with the wood. We have an amazing carpenter, you know, and you just make it happen, you know, and then, you know, like Tomas said, he goes, well, I can do it, but I need help. And you know, Abraham has always, he doesn't say no, you know, he's always willing to jump in. And if it's something you don't know, he'll learn. I talked to his brother today. Paul from LA Times interviewed him, and I caught the live. And man, I was really blessed. It was an interview, but it was about his testimony. And his brother, his name's Brother Ray, I believe, from the LA area. He was a lifer. He was a lifer, and I didn't ask him. I think 22 years. I'm not sure how long he did. I believe 22. I'm not sure. I gotta ask him. Anyways, the Lord opened doors for him to come out, and he was talking about how 3 years into his sentence, he decided that he wanted to change, you know, and he gave his life to the Lord, and I have never ever heard somebody else that had a similar story like me, as far as serving God in there, and the trouble and tribulations he went through by making the choice of serving the Lord during during a prison sentence. You know, it's funny because I finally got to talk to him today. I called Paul and I'm like, man, I got to know this brother. You know, but when I finally got a chance to talk to him, I was just like, um, your story is so similar to mine. And it's funny, we're laughing because there's like a saying on the streets, like, oh, you're scared, go to church. And we laughed about it because it was actually more dangerous to serve God in prison than not serving God. And so that's a false statement. It's almost like if you're scared, then don't go to church. Because when you ride for the Lord in there, and if you do it 100% without compromise, you're gonna get blowback on that. And it could be very dangerous. You could lose your life over it. And me and him were discussing how that's the choice you make. We understand the repercussions of the streets. We're not, and I told him, I said, I'm not even mad. I wasn't even mad at the actives that had an issue with me serving God because that's the repercussions. If I was still active and all of a sudden somebody said, hey man, I'm gonna serve God in my sentence I would have got upset too. So it is what it is, and all you can do is say, Lord, let me come home, please, if it's your will. But if not, so be it. I'll lay my life for you. I was willing to lay my life for the streets, so how much more unto the Lord? It is not I who live, but Christ who lives in me. I mean, isn't that what Paul says? So let me make sure this thing is work. Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure it's metering over here, just filming me and can't even hear what I'm saying. But man, I was really blessed by this brother. I knew, because me and Sharon are listening to him on the way over here. Paul had him live, and I just happened to, I was like, oh, I got a notification that Paul from LA Times is live, so I just turned it on. I always support the channels that, the YouTubers that I know. And we were just like, I straight up looked at Sharon. I said, I'm gonna know this brother. I said, we're gonna talk. And sure enough, before the day ended, I was talking with him on the phone, and he's gonna meet with us. Actually, he wants to meet us when we go to Oceanside to the conference down there, because it's closer to him where he's at, where he released to. So you're out? Huh? Is she done? Oh. Do you want to leave the trailer and take it tomorrow? Leave the trailer and put the lock on it. I mean, we can. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me, but yeah, so sorry guys if I yelled into your ear, but huh? No, I'm doing a devotional because it's gonna be too late. So I'm just kind of hitting these spots with the brush and talking. Did you want to say so hi? Yeah, so it was just a breath of fresh air. You know, I enjoy talking to brothers that get out of incarceration, serving Jesus. And it was just a blessing. Let me see what Sharon's doing. I'm just hitting those corners and I have the lapel mic on. The camera's facing the stage. They can hear you. Say hi.
Hello.
Sharon is here in the office doing office stuff.
Yes, office stuff.
Yeah, is this your bottled water?
Yes.
Can I get a drink?
Yes. Yes, you may.
I know it's weird, guys. You can hear me and I'm not on camera, but
he's here, drinking my water. You can take it with you. I have this.
All right. Sister Lady up in an hour here. They're visiting for a little bit.
Prayer.
Yeah. So, okay, let me walk back over here where the camera is. And making sure it's recording, guys. Yeah, it is. So, anyways, let's see. I'm gonna have to get on the ladder to do that, so I'll save that for last. Oh, this corner here. Well, there's one thing I don't let Abraham do is paint. Man, he helps with everything else, but when it comes to paint, man, he's messy. That boy is messy. He gets paint all over, gets paint on the floor, and then he steps on it, and then he drags paint everywhere he steps. I'm like, yeah, you got your painting pass revoked, boy. And then I'm over here painting like I'm doing a portrait or something, so I'm real careful. So pretty much, I'm the painter here. Because I can get close to these edges and not make a mess. He's the one that taped it up, but I probably would have painted it without taping it. I would have just been real careful around the edges, you know? I got an interview coming up with American Cholo. He had shared something real interesting that why he was angry with God for years. And I didn't realize it because I noticed in the beginning of his channel, he would almost kind of be a little mocking toward the things of the Lord. But lately, I noticed he softened. I mean, heck, he had me on the show. And he knows what I'm about. So I never wanted to ask him, like, what's going on? Why do you sound so aggressive when it comes to the Lord? But he had shared with me why, and why his heart is softened towards the Lord. And I said, man, that's really interesting. Would you mind ever doing like a Zoom interview with me? He's like, man, you tell me when and I'll do it. So that's going to be coming pretty soon, guys. Pretty soon. You know, I've been doing these 7 letters in the book of Revelation. I know I'm going all over, guys. This is what I do. I'm just painting and just talking. So I don't know what the topic's going to be, or what I'm even going to title the video. But Brother Hassan called me a little while ago, and he was talking about the 7 letters and how rich they are and how in depth they are. And you know, I really I've shared it before. I'm seeing spots, guys. So that's why I see spots here and there. Like the paint soaks in, and then. So, anyways, how rich those letters are. And he goes, man, sometimes it's like the sermon is too short for that one letter, because And he's right. They're so rich. There's so much information, so many things, you know. Look, this, this reminds me of doing trees when I'm doing paintings. This is how you do it. You get a brush and you get different shades of green. But anyways, when you read the letters in the book of Revelation to the 7 churches, God, there's so much to talk about, you know. And sometimes there's so many things in the Word, and you feel like a lifetime is not long enough to just search the deep things of God. You know, and with that being said, that's why it's impossible to be a healthy believer in Christ and only go to church on Sunday for 1 hour, never pray, never read the Bible, never be in fellowship, never. It is impossible. It takes many lifetimes to ever completely really crack the book open and really let the richness of the Word engulf you, engulf your heart. So how can you do that on a Sunday? You know, things of the Lord are incredible. Man, I'm gonna end up needing a little bit more paint tomorrow, I think. Let's see. Really don't want to be reaching down, so I'm gonna have to hold this thing while I paint. I keep seeing little spots here and there. But seriously, guys, that's one thing, you know, I tell brothers. I remember telling the brothers when I was locked up. I mean, I was locked up too with them, but I'd be like, you know, if you can't spend time in the Word now, what makes you think you're going to have time when you get out? You're going to have work, you're going to have bills, you're going to have life, you know, you're going to have a family, your children. And now's the time to soak it up. Now's the time to be in prayer. Now's the time to meditate on the things of God. Don't wait till you get out. It's a trip because of this paint. It's lighter, and then when it dries, it goes a little darker, right? So I'm hitting these spots over here, and it looks off, but obviously it's gonna dry and get dark just like the rest of it. Let me get this little corner here. You know, I don't know how to do carpentry. I just kind of stand back and watch Tomas do it. I'd probably make it worse if I jumped in and helped. So I feel a little helpless, you know, just kind of standing around watching. But man, when it comes to painting, I'm like, okay, now I can do something. Now I can be productive. Now I can do something instead of just standing around. And it feels good, you know. It feels good because I know it's just a building, but it's our place of worship, guys. This is the place where we serve God. This is where we honor Him. And I know it's not just about a building, but if we're preaching His word here, then I want it to be nice. You know, can you imagine? Like, you have your house super nice, but your church is not? I mean, what does that say? And, you know, it's like, oh, you know, God doesn't live in buildings and whatnot. But couldn't the Lord say, well, you know, your house, you're not taking that to heaven with you. Why are you spending so much money on it? You buy beautiful furniture, you do this, you do that, but my house of worship can't be beautiful. And I'm not talking elaborate with gold and chandeliers, but I'm saying let it be presentable unto God. So when I'm painting this for Him. I'm painting this because I love Him. Because what does He say no to me? Does He ever say no to me? No. So I don't want to say no to Him. I want His place of worship to be decent. Let's see. Man, it looks pretty good, huh? Except that bottom trim and the top trim. Anyways, guys, probably gonna end it because I'm gonna jump on the ladder and do that top part. I really don't want to be on the ladder talking to you guys because knowing me, I'll fall off, get distracted. Let's see. Oh, I could do that part over there. See right under the air condition? Right. Let's see. Oh, too close. I'll do that part under the air condition. I just got to be real careful because there's no masking tape. Precision, like a surgeon. But everything you do for the Lord, we do it with excellence, guys. We do your best. Give Him your best. Because even the Bible says everything you do, everything in word and deed, do it in the name of Jesus. So, you know, sorry guys, I don't want to talk too much because I'm trying to get this edge nice and smooth here. Right on the line. Bam. Sorry guys for the dead air time. I just don't want to touch the air condition with a brush. So we have a regional, Grace International regional conference coming up in Oceanside. Pretty excited about that. Last year we took a group of 35 people between us and Phoenix. And it was a lot of fun. Not just the conference, but just, being together with everybody, with the church family, getting to meet some of the Phoenix people. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys are going to have a good weekend. You know what we'll be doing this weekend? We'll be here But I'm thinking now, you know how normally, guys, it's kind of on Sundays. I've been thinking about this. See, because this was a big eyesore to me, this exit door. So that's why I always cropped in real close for Sunday service. But now that we're going to have all this, you'll be able to see more of the stage. But at the same time, I'm going to put two settings on the camera because I think sometimes it should zoom in a little closer, say when I'm preaching. So the camera's going to have two settings. One is going to be wide. That way you see this whole stage. So it's not so closed in. But then another one that they can switch closer to the sermon. Let's say I'm making a point or I'm looking at the camera and I'm trying to make a point to you guys and it'll just feel more personal, you know? But yeah, that's why. And I'm actually debating on not even putting on, you know how you see the letters on the screen on the bottom? Because by showing this whole stage, you're going to also be able to see the screen above us. So that might eliminate that black bar in the bottom with the lyrics, because you might just be able to see the lyrics on the screen, and that gives one less thing for the media guys to do. Because to be honest with you, if it's wide and you're seeing the letters up there, it's almost going to look weird seeing the letters on the bottom of the screen too. It's like you're going to see both, and that's going to be weird. So depending on how it looks, and also guys, me and Benjamin figured out, I was never happy with the mix that you guys hear. And what I mean by that is, say on Sunday service, it sounds amazing in here, but I notice later when I watch it, say during worship, the music sounds real low and the singers sound real loud, and it's not a smooth mix. And I was just like, but if I lowered their voices, it sounds too low here during service. But we figured out on the mixer how to run a separate mix. Like Adam, you probably know a little bit more about the mixing board. So what we're going to be doing is streaming out through an auxiliary channel, through a monitor channel. I'm sorry, a monitor auxiliary channel, which is a separate channel that has separate volumes than what people are hearing here in the building. I know I'm talking all gibberish to most of you guys, but ultimately, I'll summarize it like this. We just want to give you a better experience and a better sounding service for Sundays. That's bottom line. The reason I'm not doing this edge, guys, is because we still have to, you know, putty this and texture this and paint it. So I'm not even going to bother with this edge here. I'm going to have to get on the ladder too and do the on top of this air condition. I think I can get a little closer here. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it right there. That's pretty good. That bottom strip, I'm gonna hit that too, but there's gonna be this wood here is what gives it like a nice trim anyway, so it's gonna cover that. But I'm still gonna, you know, get lower on that. Anyway, guys, God bless you. Have a great week. I'll see you guys on Sunday morning. All right, guys. God bless.